Good morning, students. In our last class, we learned about autotrophic mode of nutrition. That is the mode of nutrition in which green plants can make their own food. The conditions necessary, you will be remembering seeing that picture. Now, do you think all the plants can make their food in this way? What about these two plants shown in the picture? The first type of tree, it does not have any green leaves. You can see the yellow color leaves. That means it does not have any chlorophyll. The second type, it is a type of fungi. You can see that red colored attractive umbrella-like structure. This one also do not have any green leaves. So how do these two plants get their food? They have to either depend upon green plants or they have to get their food from dead and decaying matter. That means the mode of nutrition in which an organism depends on other organism for food is called heterotrophic nutrition. So these two plants which we have seen, they are heterotrophic plants. The word heteron means another and trophe means nutrition. There are four types of heterotrophic plants, mainly parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous, and symbiotic. We will learn about each one of these in detail. Let us learn about parasitic plants now. So, these two are parasitic plants. The first one, as we already told, dodder or cuscuta, it do not have any green leaves. It has only yellow colored leaves, but it grows on another host plant. In the backside picture, you can also see there is actually another plant which is having green colored leaves. So why this dodder or cuscuta is doing that? Because since it do not have chlorophyll, it cannot make its own food. So it has to grow on another plant or another host plant to get its food. Whereas the second picture, it shows a plant called mistletoe. Whenever you go to villages, you might have seen this mistletoe growing on mango trees. The mistletoe actually has green colored leaves and it has chlorophyll and it can make its own food. But still, why it is growing on another host plant? This is only because it has to absorb the water and nutrients. So the first one, as we told, dodder or cuscuta do not have chlorophyll, whereas mistletoe it has chlorophyll. These two grow on another host plant, and these two have special roots with the help of which they are penetrating or they are going deeper into the host plant for absorbing food. So we can say that the parasitic plants are of two types, namely total parasite and partial parasite. Dodder or cuscuta, since it completely depends upon host plant, it is a total parasite. Whereas mistletoe, it can prepare its food, but only for absorbing water and nutrients. It is depending upon the host plant. It is called as partial parasite. Here is an interesting fact about a parasitic plant. Have you heard about the world's largest flower? Its name is called Rafflesia. It has big 5 petals and it is beautifully red in color. The thing is, it has a diameter of 1 meter and it has a weight of 10 kgs, but it cannot make its own food because it is a parasitic plant. It has to depend on other plant for getting its food. So what did we learn about parasitic plant? It depends on another plant. That another plant is called host, either partially or totally for nutrition. Cuscuta or dodder is a total parasite. Mistletoe is a partial parasite. Let us learn about saprophytic plants now. In the picture, we can see two types of saprophytic plants. The first one, white colored, it is called the Indian pipe. And the second, red colored, the plant name is called the coral root. We may think that these two are not plants but flowers. Isn't it? They look very beautiful, right? White colored and also red colored. But actually they are not flowers. They are the plant themselves. And the interesting fact is that they do not have any green leaves at all. Not only that, they do not have any leaves at all. In specific, we can say they do not have any leaves. So these two plants do not have chlorophyll. They cannot make their food and they are not growing on other host plant. So how do they make their food? These saprophytic plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying matter. As we already told, they have no leaves. Roots of saprophytic plant contain an organism called fungi. You can see the microscopic picture of fungi is shown over there. So what is special about fungi? Fungi can convert dead and decaying matter into nutrients. That nutrients are absorbed by the roots of these plants. Remember one more thing. These are called saprophytic plants. They do not have any leaves. They are obtaining their nutrients from dead and decaying matter. How are they obtaining? In their root, they have special microorganism called fungi. So here mushroom, we can see mushroom is an example for a fungi. Here the Indian pipe is one more time shown over. In its root, it will have this microorganism called fungi. That fungi can convert dead and decaying matter into nutrients. So these plants will absorb the nutrients through its roots. Here in this slide, we can see some facts about fungi. Mushrooms and toadstools are types of fungi. The first one, it is a type of mushroom. It is an edible food, right? Some of us use it as food because it contains rich of protein. So this toadstools, normally it will be shown in the forest. It is not edible. Now the fungi belongs to a category called saprotrophs. So fungi are not saprophytes, but they are actually saprotrophs since they decompose dead and decaying matter. So let us learn about the insectivorous plants and symbiotic plants in our next video. Thank you.